Welcome to Junktober, day 31. If you're new here and you clicked on this because I have a hopefully snazzy thumbnail, I haven't made it at the time of recording this, well then I have some good news. This video caught your eye, but guess what? This is video 31 out of an entire series where I built that graveyard in the aforementioned snazzy thumbnail from scratch every single day in the month of October. So if you clicked on this video wanting to see me make that graveyard, click into the description below and start from episode 1 and you can see the entire process from start to finish, ending with this video right here. I will wait. Okay, they've probably clicked off by now. If you didn't, strange choice, but welcome, I guess. For everybody left, welcome, day 31. Let's get it. Let's go. Happy Halloween. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Happy Halloween and happy day 31 out of 31 of Junktober. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. This has been such a blast. I have learned so much. I feel like I've talked with a lot of people in the comments and seeing like the certain people who have commented like most of the days to like weigh in on how they think it's going so far. Man, it's been awesome. I am so excited to present to you this final video and tie up all the loose ends. Let's just jump right in. We have a couple final things to add to this diorama today. It's looking real nice, if I do say so myself. We'll start with the main thing that you might be waiting for, which is adding all of the leaves that I made in yesterday's video. Started the video the way I start most videos, which is looking for the materials I need to make this happen, which in this case is spray tack. If you're wondering what this is, it's the tissue paper leaves from yesterday, but it looked suspiciously like cat food sitting over here in the distance, so I needed to call that out. I'm gonna take my time with this process because I did so much work with the flocking, and I don't want to cover it all up, you know? This is already looking great after one little sprinkle. You know, I don't want to overdo it, but it is exciting to have leaves finally in this, making it look even more fall. Yeah, I think that looks great. Oh, once this dries, it's over for these monsters. I don't know why the leaves would imply the monsters are going away, but I'm just excited. All right, I've got to charge up this camera. You didn't need to know that, but I'm telling you anyway. So I'm going to film the rest of the leaves in sort of a top-down, time-lapse montage kind of segment. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. The leaves are looking real nice. I'm gonna wait to show you the full thing in all its glory because that's what this episode is. This is the final reveal. The final shots of this will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. The next thing I need to do is paint the base black. Currently, it still looks like this. I'm actually going to use my black 2.0, which I don't get a lot of use out of except for things like this. Where is my black paint? My husband actually bought this for me a long time ago, hence the 2.0 version. I think they're up to 4.0. I do have 3.0, and I'm hoping I can figure out something to do with this because it is all coagulated, which is disappointing because this is apparently the better version of this, but this works great. If you're wondering what the heck this is, it's just black paint, but it is highly, highly, highly pigmented, one of the darkest paints. Look up black 4.0. It'll come up. It's kind of expensive, but it's super flat, super matte, very good black paint. Honestly, really weird to almost be done with this project. I have one more step left, but I wanted to just reflect on this really quickly. I've talked so much during this series. I'm not going to bore you with a huge monologue, but I just wanted to first off say thank you to everybody who has watched this entire series. It's been such a blast. I would never have thought I would have done this when I started my YouTube channel in April because I thought it would have been way too much work. And it was a lot of work, but it was really worth it. And I'm super happy with the results of this diorama. I learned a lot about not being afraid to try new techniques and to pivot, which is something I think I was already pretty good at, but this really put it on the front stage. I'm recording these videos knowing that pretty much everything I'm recording is gonna get into the final edit because I'm showing more of the process. So it's kind of scary to pivot when I'm recording this for thousands of people to watch, but it's been really fun. I did the hot glue pipe cleaner tree for the first time. That was new to me. This technique for making bushes was new to me. I made that new leaf mix in yesterday's video, which I'm gonna continue to make. I might not be able to make it exactly like this, but man, I think I would just encourage everybody to make custom anything because you just never know what you'll be able to pull off if you don't try. I also used green stuff for the first time, which is really cool and is obviously a big part of this hobby, specifically in the miniature and kit bashing space, but it definitely has its uses for making dioramas in terrain as well, and I was super excited that I got to play around with that. I discovered foam clay and I made those mushrooms, which I love. I just cannot stress enough how much I love these little guys. They still have that wiggle to them. They're just so fun. Probably one of my favorite parts of this diorama. I learned how to spell cemetery, and it's not the way that I spelled it on the sign. Whoops. But anyway, this is just a really cool journey. Oh my God, I swear that was not intentional. I completely forgot to mention today's prompt, which is journey. Well, it was intentional in the sense that that was kind of what I was thinking when I made sure that I had a tie-in for the last day. Journey actually works really well because I'm closing this journey. But saying it just then was a complete coincidence, but you get it. We've been on a journey together. So thank you for going on this journey with me, and stay tuned. I have lots more content planned for this channel that I'm so excited about. One other thing, I've mentioned this in the last two videos, but it couldn't hurt to mention one more time. I have a very special video going up on this channel later this afternoon, so you don't have to wait long. That's right, 2 Junk Drawer Studio videos in one day. So depending on when you watch this one, it might already be up, but if you're watching this at the time of posting, it's gonna be up around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard United States time. So look out for that. It's a really special one. Little hint, it's a really fun and spooky Halloween collab with a handful of other really talented creators that you probably know, so it's gonna be a good one. Come back to watch that. Back to Betsy in the past. Anyway, I think I've talked about this enough. I'm really happy to be doing this. Stay tuned because I have a nice little glamour shot reel at the end with a little spooky twist. So you are gonna wanna stick around and check that out. But now I have one thing left to do. Groundskeeper had worked there for years, decades. How long had it been? He found himself wondering with increased frequency. He was tired, the days rapidly fading into night before he'd had a chance to finish all of his work. Hell, he couldn't remember the last time he had completed every single item on the list. The daily to-do list that he had been tasked with all those years ago. The list that he was told must be done. It hadn't always been like this. As a younger man, he'd complete the work and still have time to grab a pint at the local pub. Those days were merely a distant memory now. Faded. Like the names on the gravestones he tried and failed to keep clean. It was once but a quaint cemetery, a small plot of freshly clipped grass, dimly lit oil lamps, and the occasional owl perched atop the gnarled tree that grew through the center. Unremarkable, in truth. The townsfolk had started to notice the changes. First, it was easy enough to dismiss these changes away. The unkempt grass, the wild moss and ivy creeping up the side of the mausoleum, the rickety fence. Lately, however, it was different somehow. One day, a young girl and her mother spotted a crow that was thrice bigger than any they'd seen before. There were whispers of a face appearing in that old contorted tree. A group of neighborhood kids snuck in one night and swore they found bones bigger than an elephant's. No one believed them, of course, but they would soon. As the groundskeeper hung his hat for the night, exhausted, he glanced worriedly at his incomplete list. He knew he could not keep these things